Hello guys, I'm Justin Siki. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this awesome text effect. It's Pixellab, but due to the current error that Pixellab has for the 3D effects tool and the emboss tool, I'll be using textoon. So if you're using older versions of Android, you can continue using Pixellab. So let's jump right into this video. Okay, the download link for this textoon app is going to be available. That is if you're using older versions of Android. But if you're using older version, sorry, you can continue using Pixellab. All the features are the same. And let me start by clearing or deleting this. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do is to type the text, any text of your choice. Okay, I'll set the size to 158. Okay, now the font we're going to be using is the font we're going to be using is let me show you the font we're going to use for this text effect. The font we're going to be using is or govern brush. Now all the resources I use in this video, both the text and all the effects is going to be available in the comment in the link in the description of this video. And the next thing we want to do is to increase the padding so that we'll have enough space. Okay, let me change the image size so that we can have a bigger workspace. Yes. So now all you have to do over here is to reduce the spacing on the text, the horizontal spacing. For this particular one, the horizontal spacing should be -14 because this is going to be the base. Okay, and now color, going to change the color. I'll be using light blue. You can use any color you like, but I'll be using light blue. Okay, this is going to be the blue I will use. Now let's edit the 3D effect now. 3D text, oblique, and you adjust the oblique to at least 212 degree. Okay, 212, yes. The depth should be 3. Three or 4. Now darken 30%. The intensity 80, 40. Okay. So once we have done that, the next thing to do is to apply shadow. With a blur radius of it. The offset should be -4 for the Y, -4, and the other one should be This is looking a bit too dark, so we'll clear the outer shadow. Okay, so once we are done with the base, the next thing to do is to the next thing is to do is the second layer, which is the normal text. We're going to copy this. Copy this. So while you have copied it, as you can see, it has been copied. So while you have copied it, the next thing to do is to clear the effects. That's the 3D effect and the shadow. Now you apply color, and I'll be using a gradient. That's from orange to yellow. Remember, all this can be done using Pixellab. This should be orange. You can quickly choose the color from the color circle, but I just want to show you how to apply color code in case you got your color from the internet. Okay, so now we're going to clear the line spacing, the horizontal spacing. We're going to change the horizontal spacing so that it will be readable. And the horizontal spacing should be -6. And once you have done that, you can reduce the size and fix it in the middle. Okay, so once you have done that, the next thing to do now is to apply 3D effect. Change the direction. Direction is already okay. So now here we're going to change the color, and it should be, yes, it should be orange. It should be the color we use for below, any color you want to use, depending on your taste. Okay, so we're almost done with this effect, but not yet. Now the next thing we're going to do is to fix the emboss. To do that, the upper layer, that will be the upper layer, so that to look more realistic. Now we're going to copy and paste this again. Just click on copy, remove all the effect you did, that's 3D effect. Done. Now you add the color. The top, the top should be any color, but I'll go with red. But let it not be orange or yellow because I already used that. I'll go with sharp red. And the lower part should be transparent. And make sure when you're making it transparent, don't make it over transparent. Just leave a little color, like as you can see here, a little color. Place it at the top. Okay, once you have done that, the next thing to do is to apply emboss. Right angle should be above, yes. Now, bevel should be 63. Spectacular hardness should be 55. Sorry about that. Spectacular, sorry, specular hardness should be 55. Ambient light should be 78. And finally, the intensity should be 66. Okay. So now I'd like you to move it below by 1 pixels so you can get that top yellow part showing. So that's it for this video. But before I end this video, I would like to show you guys how to take this to Pixellab, export this to Pixellab. You can easily remove the background, make it transparent, or you can save your video as a PLP file and use it in Pixellab directly. And when you do that, this is what you're going to have. Let me show you what it's going to look like if you want to export it to Pixellab to use. You are going to have this problem. That is, if you are using Android 10, but other versions, everything is going to be okay. So those are using Pixellab, you don't really need to go through that step. But if you use textoon and you want to export to Pixellab and you have exported it, you can export as PNG. You can easily click the what you just did and match all your work. Before I end this video, I forgot to actually do the perspective, which is very important. Let me show you how you can do that. Well, at the beginning of this video, that's where we're supposed to do the perspective before we start copying each layers. But you can easily merge all your work by clicking them and click on merge. Then you can now edit the perspective. But one problem is that you will not be able to edit your text. You'll not be able to edit your text anymore. So for that, we are going to quickly do the perspective right now. But this perspective is supposed to be done at the beginning so as to avoid error. So it should be done for each layer. This step is very important so that to give it that little effect as if it's on a wall. Let all your perspective for each layer be similar. That to look real. Okay. Adjust the position. And the final one you have to also do the perspective. Okay. Once you have done that, you can see everything now looks a little bit beautiful. So what if you want to change the text? You can easily do that by double tapping it. Let me do that again. Double tap, and you can change the text for each layer. The first one has been changed. Then you click the second one by clicking on the tab button. Click the second one and click on edit without clicking on the screen. Then finally click the last one